Hey guys, doing this a little backwards. I already got the mowing done, but here's your intro. So we mowed this back property today, and then we also mowed up around the apartment buildings. Um, Not usually what we do, but that's alright. At the end of the video, you'll find out why we're here mowing this today, and I'll give you a little update on the dump truck. Thanks, enjoy! What's up guys? We just got done mowing this commercial property. We did the back lot and we did the front up there around the apartment buildings. I did not film anything up there because that's people's homes. They have their right to their privacy. But I tell you what, this backfield was rough. I knew that already though. I had mowed here last year as a fill-in. The maintenance man is normally the one that mows, and last year he had a little health issue and had to take a break. Same thing this year, he had a little health issue, so he's taking just a little break. So I'm filling in for him, not trying to take his job. He's a great guy and a great maintenance man. We're just helping out some friends, you know, trying to do the right thing, because you know, mowing's not normally my thing, but I do have a brand new zero-turn mower, so maybe I do need to get into mowing. Maybe there is some good money there that I'm missing out on. I don't know. Anyways, the only thing left to do is, let's see, back in this corner right there, there was a spot that I couldn't get in between a fence and a little power box, so I'm gonna go string trim that. And then up front, kind of in the middle, up over here, there's a little sign next to the office building that I'm gonna have to string trim that. Otherwise, it's pretty simple property to mow. Anyways, I got a little clip of mowing already. This back lot. Give you some ASMR, which you've probably already seen. But that's what's going on today. Earlier, I was supposed to have a couple loads of topsoil delivery. That didn't happen. Last night, I was doing my maintenance check on the dump truck, and I ended up finding a nail in the sidewall of one of the dual tires, and really nothing you can do about that. I had a spare that was out in the barn. I went and checked that, and that spare was so old. That was one that I saved when I put this set of tires on, and it was so old that was just weather checked, dry rot on the sidewall, so that was no good. The customer understood, and I kept him completely up to date with what was going on. So this morning, before we took off to mow this property, we got some tires ordered, 4 brand new ones for the back duals, and they're scheduled to be put on next Friday morning, so we can get back at it again. I cannot wait. Anyways, you know what? Those tires that was on the dump truck, I've been doing this for 5-6 years. That's when I put those tires on. A dump truck used to be my grandpa's dump truck, the 1987 Chevy R30. You can haul 4 to 5 tons at a time. It needed new tires. It had been a while, so I put those on. Actually, I got a lot of tread left on those tires, so miles wise, I don't put a lot of miles on it, but I do put a lot of stress on it with weight. So the tires that we actually got are rated for about 1,100 pounds more per tire than the ones that's on it now. At a decent price, I'm okay with it. The tread life on it, though, the ones on it now are 70,000 mile tires, and the new ones are 35,000 mile tires. I figured that's gonna be okay, because I'm not about putting the mileage on the truck. I'm about getting the job done, and I want to stay close to home. That's the whole point of me finding something that I enjoy. I get to be in Grandpa's old truck, the truck that I grew up in, the truck that I want my son to grow up in with me, and I want him to have it, and I want to keep that truck going forever. I love it. I've had so much fun growing up doing that. That's where my passion comes for doing this, is because of the time that I got to spend with my grandpa, running around with his dump truck and his backhoe. It was a blast. Anyways, that's all we have for today. Just this one big property to mow. So it's time to get out of here and go enjoy some family time. Be good, have fun, and follow your passion. Bye. So if you made it this far into the video, I'm going to give you a little bonus footage today. I got plenty of time left. I'm going to mow my old burned down property. Yes, my house burned down like over 3 years ago, and someday I am going to get back out here. But right now we're trying to make the money and make that happen. You know, who wants debt? I hate debt, and I get it. There's good debt, bad debt. I don't know. I just don't like debt. That's just me. That's how I want to live my life. So here's a little extra bonus footage for you. Enjoy. By the way, I stopped at the gas station on the way back to fill up. I get 93 octane for all my small engines. I know 89 is probably good enough. I just never have any problems with a 93 ever. And I treat my fuel before winter, my last mow. I always treat the fuel, and then I treat it again with sea foam for my first mow. And I'll start it like 2-3 times over the winter, just to keep it going, keep it good, not let the carburetor get all gunked up, and I really don't have any problems. But anyways, I stopped at the gas station, and it was 3.1 something gallons. So 3.1 gallons is what it took to mow that property in about 3.5 hours time. Anyways, let's get started here. Ooh, hot seat.